it's really important that when you go to your driving test that you're ready for your driving test. There is a lot, if you're 17 and you're learning to drive, there is speak at school, like there's competition, you know, you're up against your friend, you're up against your family member, your brother, your sister, and there's this kind of like, you know, you're trying to get to your driving test quicker than anyone else. You're trying to say that I had the least amount of driving lessons, you know, I had 11 driving lessons and that's all I had, or whatever, which is outrageous, by the way, unless you're driving in your spare time, like heavily with your parents, right? But like, this is your safe driving for life, okay? So you've heard that statement, I'm sure of it. It's really important, okay? If you had one piano lesson and then you booked a piano concerto televised in front of millions and millions of people in 6 months, if you weren't ready for that piano concerto or whatever, you'd cancel it or you'd pull a sickie. Yeah, there's something about a driving test where people are like, yeah, I don't really know how to do a crossroads properly. I don't really know how to do a spiral roundabout. I don't really know how to do a roundabout, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm just going to give it a go. And if I pass, great. And if I don't, oh, well, I'll practice more. Guys, this is really important that you're safe. Yeah. So the statement is, I'm going to my driving test because I never need help again. Never. I don't need anybody to help me ever again. Do you know how to change lanes properly? Do you know how to give way at a complicated roundabout? Do you know how to use lanes on a spiral roundabout? Do you know how to turn right at a crossroads? Do you know how to like drive in between cars where it's extremely narrow? Do you know how to give way? Do you know how to give clearance to parked cars? Do you know how to give way at a pedestrian crossing properly and what the lights mean? Do you know what to do at a level crossing? Do you know how to turn right at a very complicated traffic light junction and follow the bollards? Okay, so just make sure that when you go to this test that competition isn't making you an unsafe. I mean, look, it's very, very difficult to slip through the net. If you're not ready for your driving test, the examiner will find it. Yeah, I was at the test centre the other day and there was a few parents there, and one was there on the second and the other person was there on their fifth. Their daughter or son was on their fifth attempt. Don't go, and a lot of the time when these things happen, they often say, you know, if they pass on their fifth attempt or whatever, or like they go, yeah, I shouldn't have gone to the first one. I shouldn't have gone. Just make sure that you're ready in your heart. Make sure you're ready.